12 News, a Brooklyn Park girl's difficult journey.
She went through 3 years of chemo, went to remission, and then 7 months later cancer came back.
That led to a big birthday surprise. Plus, a Maranatha student accomplishes an extremely rare feat. But first, a change in Maple Grove shoppers will appreciate. 12 News starts right now. Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining us. Shoppers can expect a big change at one of the area's most popular shopping destinations.
The shops at Arbor Lakes will be adding more parking. As Delane Cleveland reports, analysts say it is a necessary step.
In a summer plagued by road construction, visitors to the shops at Arbor Lakes will find that even shopping centers aren't immune from heavy machines and orange cones.
Well, we've been talking about the project for quite some time. It's a huge undertaking, and so we're very excited to be able to have launched it this September.
This project will give customers access to 106 more parking spaces. To make room, they're reducing the width of sidewalks and replacing parallel parking spaces with angled spots.
It's such an amenity for our guests to be able to park close to the store that they want to visit. So we just felt like, especially sometimes with the colder weather, to be able to park right in front of your destination is just a great amenity for our shoppers.
Absolutely.
It's an amenity that analysts say follows a page in the proverbial retail rule book.
There's kind of a rule of thumb in retailing that every 7 years you kind of need to update yourself or reinvent yourself. And this would be an appropriate time for Arbor Lakes.
David Brennan is a marketing professor at the University of St. Thomas. He says that in addition to Arbor Lakes' need for updates, the popularity of its grocery stores make additional parking that much more important.
If somebody goes grocery shopping, in the case of Arbor Lakes, whether or not it's Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, people will generally spend approximately, the rule of thumb is something close to an hour if they're doing a full shopping deal.
In the meantime, the parking construction is a sign that the shopping center has done well and remains a center of activity.
That's the big thing that they want, is just that easy access. So we're really glad to be able to add additional parking.
In Maple Grove, Delane Cleveland, 12 News.
Construction will take part in 3 phases. The first phase started earlier this month. The final phase should be complete in November. After 7 years of work behind the scenes, construction has finally begun on a Brooklyn Center redevelopment site. The site used to be home to the Howe Fertilizer Company. It will become an office and warehouse building that was first approved by the city back in 2008. The delay was caused by disagreement over how to clean up pollution caused by a massive fertilizer fire back in 1979. The building could be ready to move in by December. A Brooklyn Park girl's fight with cancer has been a long, difficult journey.
But today, on her 14th birthday, she got a big surprise. Here's reporter Shannon Slatton.
You know you're showing me it hurts.
Ashley Calhoun first started battling leukemia at the age of 7.
First was 2009. That came in February. She was just not feeling good, sleepy.
Since then, she's been through remissions, relapses, bone marrow transplants, and much more.
Arts and crafts is her #1 thing to get out of her head and just relax.
She keeps count of her treatments in a way only an artsy person can on her beads of courage.
And each bead represents one treatment that was done.
Her beads now stretch more than 60 feet long.
They're hitting her with high-dose chemo all over.
Ashley will add another bead to her string on her birthday today with another chemo treatment. As of today, half of her life has been spent fighting cancer.
When you're diagnosed with cancer at the age of 70, you're now 14. It's sad to say, but it becomes in every part of your day.
But before her treatment, in the quiet of her birthday morning, her dad arranged for a little surprise. Flashing lights and squad cars pulling up on her street are a welcome sight as Brooklyn Park Police start her 14th birthday off right.
Happy 14th, Ashley.
Happy birthday, honey.
When Ashley Calhoun goes in for her treatment today,
So we got patches and stickers for you, and then we have a gift card for Target, and you can pick something out that you like.
she'll have something to brag about,
She's an honorary police officer. She's arresting everyone in the house so far.
which isn't a bad birthday surprise to share in the days ahead.
Happy birthday.
It was really great. I mean, it was just the best ever.
In Brooklyn Park, Shannon Slatton, 12 News.
Well, Brooklyn Park Police collected donations for today's gifts, and they also welcomed her to tour the department when she feels better.
If you are in the market to buy or sell a house, there are changes on the horizon. Beginning October 3rd, new rules take effect that will lengthen the closing process. Closings that used to take between 30 to 45 days will now take 45 to 60 days. Experts say this is designed to protect buyers who will have more time to figure out closing costs, interest, taxes, and monthly payments.
But it's really making sure that the buyer has all the information that they should have in plenty of time to be able to review the information and not be going to a closing and having numbers change on them and that type of thing. To make sure that mortgage companies
Jerry Moskovitz of RE/MAX says mortgage companies who don't follow the rules could face fines of up to $1 million.
October is a good month to think college. It is College Knowledge Month, and Minnesota State colleges and universities are waiving application fees for part of October. This includes North Hennepin Community College, which allows students to apply for free between October 26th and the 30th. The program is very popular.
So it gives an opportunity for students to access education, apply to school for free, especially if they're looking at applying to 3 or 4 schools. That $20 application fee could really add up, so it allows them to get their kind of hat in at a whole bunch of different schools, see where they do, and then they're in the driver's seat for picking a college.
North Hennepin expects to get approximately 600 applications this month, and by comparison, the school will get hardly any in November. A Maranatha student should have no problem getting into college.
Kyleigh Andries accomplished an extremely rare feat. Sonia Goins shows us why she's a standout student.
As we progress through grammar,
Kyleigh Andries is very attentive in class as she listens to her teacher give the do's and don'ts of the English language.
The present participle of drink.
Kyleigh is a straight-A student. She likes all of her subjects, but science is top on her list.
Last year I took AP Biology, and that was really fun for me because I got to really delve into that.
Besides hitting the books, Kyleigh is athletic. She plays softball and volleyball for the Mustangs, but volleyball is her favorite.
I really like that it's a team sport, because with softball it's like more individual because it's you batting and you running the bases and stuff. But with volleyball it's really a team thing where everyone has to touch the ball.
Kyleigh also speaks Spanish. It came in handy when she did a service project at an orphanage in Mexico.
We got to meet those kids and get to know them and also help them with like service projects like painting and building stuff.
Kyleigh has also done something that very few people have ever done.
I didn't believe it at first.
She received a perfect score on her ACT college exam.
I went to check the score and I thought there had been a mistake or something, but it was really, really surprising.
She says it can be difficult balancing schoolwork and sports. Kyleigh says she relies on her faith.
I would be very overwhelmed if I didn't have my faith, because knowing that God is there helping me through all of this, I really would be falling apart if I didn't have that.
In Brooklyn Park, Sonia Goins, 12 News.
Kyleigh has not decided on a college, but she is considering Duke University. Coming up, giving hope to women with breast cancer.
We are live in Maple Grove for Girls Night Out. And then later in sports, how a tough schedule is making Maple Grove a better football team.
But first, no weather complaints, a blue sky and sunshine on Friday.
Talk about an impressive support system. Jenny Caudell is running her first marathon this weekend at the Medtronic Twin Cities Marathon. Maple Grove Moms on the Run group is making sure she'll get through the finish. We caught up with the ladies as they were on an easy 4-mile run at Elm Creek Park Reserve. These ladies helped inspire Jenny to pursue her dreams.
Oh, these guys are the best. Gosh, we have each other's back all the time. We're pushing each other to new heights, and we have all abilities, you know, from walking to running to sprinting. So you're always supported in whatever your goals are.
Running the marathon has been on Jenny's bucket list for 10 years now, so good luck to her and all the runners there. Well, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Tonight, shoppers are observing that at a special fundraiser at the shops at Arbor Lakes. Shannon Slatton is live in Maple Grove, where they are rolling out the pink carpet. Hi, Shannon.
Hi, they definitely are. You can come out and shop for a good cause tonight. We're in the Shops at Arbor Lakes. This is the old Victoria's Secret location right by Pottery Barn. And let me tell you, there's a lot going on here. The 7th annual Girls Night Out, including this, mini donuts. If they look good, I promise you guys, they smell even better. They are iced in pink icing. Of course, pink is the signature color of breast cancer awareness. Several samples in this room, including Caribou Coffee. They are also selling pounds of Amy's Blend, which benefit the Hope Chest, which is the beneficiary of tonight's fundraising. What you do is you come in, you buy a $15 guest pass that gets you into this room, and it also gets you several discounts all around the Shops at Arbor Lakes. 100% of the proceeds from that guest pass go to benefit Hope Chest for breast cancer. And Michelle Hansen here is to talk to us all about that. Now, Michelle, for someone who's not familiar with the charity, what is Hope Chest for breast cancer?
The Hope Chest for breast cancer provides the quickest access to the most urgent needs of local men and women going through breast cancer treatment here in the Twin Cities in Rochester.
And how important are fundraisers like this for you guys?
They're crucial for us because they allow us to continue helping patients here in the community. To date, we've given out over $1.3 million.
All right, now you're going to be sitting at a table here. Anything to tell folks at home?
Come out and shop. Come support a good cause.
All right, definitely a good cause. Thank you, Michelle, for joining us. And I tell you, as soon as they opened those doors at 4 o'clock, the ladies started coming in. So there's lots to do out here. And it'll be pretty fun, I think, as well. Back to you in the studio, Mike and Alex.
All right, thanks a lot, Shannon. We can almost smell the mini donuts back here, right?
She better bring some back, right?
Coming up, something to help students get ready for the college interview process.
But first in sports, Armstrong and Maple Grove battle in a matchup of two of the area's best girls tennis teams. John Jacobson has that and more when we come back.
Section girls tennis playoffs get started next week. Two of the more successful teams in the area hooked up in a Northwest Suburban Conference match as Armstrong hosted Maple Grove. At number 1 singles, Maple Grove's Rachel Ellingson on the far near court against Nicole Snezko. They exchange backhands, and then Snezko with the great forehand on the line for the point. She wins 6-3, 6-love. Number 1 doubles, Maple Grove's Allie Schmidt and Peyton Ordner in the near court against Jamie Pham and Caitlin Moe. Back and forth, Maple Grove's duo wins the point on their way to a 6-3, 6-1 win. At number 2 singles, Armstrong Lizzie Van Heest in the far court goes to the net against Emily Benkuski. Van Heest takes the point and the match, 6-love, 6-3 for the Falcons. Number 2 doubles, and this ace helps Maple Grove's Hannah Schmeling and Melissa Erickson to a win over Marissa Weller and Madison Sobiek. The Crimson sweep the doubles. The third singles, and this one decides the match. A nice return by Mallory Legion of Armstrong gets the point, and the Falcons sweep the singles, and they win it 4-3. With sections realigned, Wayzata will join Armstrong and Maple Grove as 3 of the top contenders in Section 5AA tennis. The Trojans were at home to face Minnetonka. Number 1 singles, Sam Stevenson in the far court for Wayzata. Bella Lambert for Tonka. Stevenson's backhand sets up the volley winner for a point. But Lambert controls the match. She'll rip a forehand winner here on her way to a straight set victory for Minnetonka. 2 singles, Emily Reisman in the near court for Wayzata. She rips a backhand that doesn't come back for a point. Minnetonka's Teresa Tebben coming to the net on the let ball and gets the volley winner, and she wins her match. 1 doubles play, it's a good battle. Erin Colwell serves, sets up the volley winner for Christina Jones. Haley Bowden returns for Wayzata. Sydney Stern with the volley winner. And then Stern will crack an ace serve coming up. But Tonka does win the match 6-4, 6-3. And the Skippers prevail. 6-1 is the final. Though they've lost a couple of games, the Maple Grove football team is gaining momentum and starting to look like one of the state's top teams. Jay Wilcox has more on the Crimson.
They've set a goal to be one of the state's best programs year in and year out. This year, Maple Grove's facing a tough schedule in the new West Metro South sub-district, and it's making them better.
Facing like better teams than the past schedules we had, so I like this schedule better than any schedule we had so far.
I don't think we could have improved as much as we have this year if we didn't have teams that every week we went in, we thought we could get beat. And I think that's a major part. It adds some urgency to it, and it makes you play at a faster speed, and I think all those things are good. I'm very grateful we have had this schedule this year.
The Crimson lost their opener to Osseo and lost a close one to four-time defending state champ Eden Prairie in week 4. That Eden Prairie game showed that Maple Grove is right there with the best.
Yeah, we've had a lot of confidence after that game. It shows us that we can actually play with the big dogs, and we now can kind of call ourselves one of the big dogs.
This week, Maple Grove will try to spoil Prior Lake's homecoming. They edged the Lakers in the state quarterfinals last season.
They're a really well-coached team, and they're super physical and come at you, and they got a D tackle that's a special player, and that gave us a lot of trouble last year, if you remember. And so they're a very good team. We respect them a great deal. They come at you physically similar to like an Eden Prairie.
It's another in a series of big tests. Maple Grove is ready for the challenge. Jay Wilcox, 12 Sports.
Crisp weather will greet prep football players from around the Northwest Metro Friday night. Here's the schedule of games. Hopkins hosts Minnetonka in a game you can see live on Channel 12 and 12.tv. Wayzata plays at Edina. As we mentioned, Maple Grove is at Prior Lake. Champlin Park hosts Anoka in the annual Battle for the Paddle. Osseo hosts Coon Rapids. Armstrong is home to play De La Salle, the Falcons' homecoming game. Duchino Grace is home to take on Centennial. Also on Friday, Cooper plays at Irondale. Benilde St. Margaret's hosts Spring Lake Park. Brooklyn Center plays at St. Paul Humboldt. Breck hosts the new St. Paul Academy Minnehaha Blake Co-op. Providence is at Henry, while West Lutheran meets Spring Grove at Crown College. And that's a look at sports for today.
All right. Thanks a lot, John.
Thank you, John. Still ahead, Breck students put to the test. A familiar face helps explain next.
We'll be right back.
And finally, look who's prepping high school students for college. Alexandra Renslow was invited to help students prepare for college interviews and visits. Previously, parents and other professionals tested the students with questions. And this year, Breck decided to turn to a person who asks questions for a living, and she does that. The goal of the session is to help students develop life skills and remove the fear out of the interview process.
I'm hoping that our students will understand that the interview isn't a one-way dialogue. It's a conversation, and it's their job to help the interviewer to learn more about them.
Well, Alexandra put about 20 students under the microscope today, and were you grilling them?
Oh, we were grilling them, that's right. They are going to do so well. They hit it out of the park. They're interesting students over there, and they are ready. They're ready to go for these college visits.
Good.
So,
I bet it was fun to help.
It was. Great to meet them.
That's it for now. We'll see you back here again tomorrow, starting at 4.